Councillor Charles, recently you brought up the issue of the PR consultancy that were brought in to help promote Harlow thinking places, and we'll have the attached stories next to this interview.
Yeah.
Are you satisfied with the answers you got regarding the use of thinking places for Discover Harlow campaign?
I'm not satisfied with the answers, and during the time when I brought up this issue, I had made it very clear that I'd written to the council with a range of questions under the Freedom of Information request. That is a provision that people can ask questions, and it's a very good way actually to get to the very bottom of some of the decisions that public bodies make. It's good for transparency. What I've discovered under my FOI are a range of things that I think that the Labour administration needs to address. First of all, I have discovered that the original budget set by the council for the PR consultants was supposed to be 45,000. That was almost double that cost. It rose to £86,000 that they spent on the PR consultants. What are the checks and balances in the council for actually keeping things to budget? There's some big questions there. And actually, what was that additional £40,000? Where did that £40,000 come out of? What budgets? What had to be foregoed in the financial year that meant that extra £40,000 was spent on external PR consultants? Then there was the decision itself. Under the FOI request, I've discovered that actually the Labour administration delegated authority to officers to sign off the process. I think with something as high profile as employing external PR people to promote the town, there should be full transparency. It should have been, if not debated at Cabinet, it should have come to all councillors at full council so we could scrutinise the cost of external PR consultants. And then there's the procurement process itself. I have seen far better procurement processes outside of the public sector. I think that there are some questions around how we professionalise Harlow Council's procurement processes in the future to ensure that taxpayers' money is used wisely.
But you're not against aspirational messages to promote Harlow?
No one would be. I was born and bred in Harlow. All councillors want to promote the town and actually promote what is a fantastic place to live, bring up your family, and actually the cultural and leisure activities in the town are second to none, in my view, and I'm biased. But actually, when you're spending taxpayers' money, you need to illustrate value for money, and as we know, the council doesn't even know how much inward investment it predicts it can get from the Discover Harlow campaign. They've made a whole range of mistakes that actually have wrecked what could have been a really positive exercise for the town.
And yet find that point you made about targets. Still don't have any targets?
No targets. The Labour administration has spent £86,000 of taxpayers' money, cannot tell you how much they predict, roughly, in inward investment Discover Harlow could potentially attract. If you don't have those targets, how are you going to measure